Hey Michael, really nice job here. I don't even have that many suggestions for once. Just a few things right off the bat. I would make the North Miami big and not Florida because most people already know that anyway. So I would make the city name larger. You really did a good job with capturing the color for that area, definitely. Um, so another idea, um, if you look at the layout and you look at the division of space, there's this here is half of it. So you might want to move the whole bit of land over a little bit. And I would put, I mean, this isn't really that important. I would put the legend here. Um, or you could, if you don't, you move it over and you're going to just have some street stuff continuing. You could have the legend there. Um, yeah, just because it seems like, for balance, it's just a little awkward having it in the middle. And then when you think about all of this negative space in the water, it's just for unity and balance because everything else is really cool. So a few other little areas. You may want to make this kind of looks like a kind of a green mint color, really light. I would make it just a tiny bit darker, not much darker, but just you can even go into that tool in Illustrator. I like to play with it just because it makes it kind of easy. So I have some of these selected. It's this little thing right here. And it allows you to do all kinds of stuff. I mean, you can change the color here too, but it also allows you to play with the saturations and some of the other things. So you could make it a little bit. I'm just trying to get it to stand out just a little bit more. That almost does it. You don't want to see when it gets too saturated though. It kind of doesn't. You know what I mean? It's a vibration. You could just add a little bit of black to it. Just boot it down just a little bit, and then it's just going to stand out more. Or you could do the same thing with just a color. So that's something that I would think about, just because for people with eyes that aren't perfect, this is a little bit light to see. Unless you wanted to go with just with a really small stroke on it, you could do something like that too. Like I would just do a very small blocks, but even lower than 1 point. And let's see if you can see anything here. So yeah, you can see that, right, with the stroke. Oh, that might be a good solution too, even though it gets to be kind of complicated with all the little strokes. So yeah, I don't have your fonts here, so I can't see what they look like. So anyway, I think it looks great. So I would just incorporate those few suggestions, and I would turn it in, like next week or whenever before the final, because you have to turn everything in week 8. But if you put it back into this Dropbox, you'll get you'll get more. More points. Another thing you could do too is just think of a little bit of color someplace here. Like maybe make the stroke, like a dark orange or something too. I mean, it would just be a nice little color bump, because you do have the green and so the repetition of green is moving the eye around, and then you've got the orange and this orange, so a little more spots of orange might really work out. And I wouldn't use such fat text for the legend because it's kind of just hard to read like that. But anyway, really great job. Okay.